Social media is one part of running your business. And I think what tends to happen is people make this assumption that social media is the only thing that they need to be focused on. I see this from the questions that I receive. I see this from the information that people ask me about. I see it from the kind of panic that I see in lots of people's faces when they're talking about their businesses and marketing. And it always ends up in social media related questions. Now, the challenge is this: if you are only focusing on your social media, how many times to post, what to say, how to get the best lighting, how to think about your hooks and your engagement and your this and your analytics and all the rest of it, the challenge is you find yourself running a social media account rather than actually running a business. And my social media light just died. So I want to say this: really do consider the fact that if you find yourself getting lost in the source of the social media only, there are other methods that you can use to market your business. One of the things that we're going to be talking about and working on in Fearless February, which is my free challenge, link in the usual place on my page, is all about doing one thing every day in the month of February that is moving your business forward. Something that is going to propel you to a different stage, a different level in your business, and this includes your marketing. The key thing is that many of us are very, very focused in solely and completely on the whole thing around social media, and so that tends to occupy your time. But what about your numbers? What about your price points? What about your outreach? What about your product range? What about your overall messaging? Have you reviewed your target customer? All of these things make up your business, not just how many times a day you can post on social and how many likes and views you get. So if that kind of a challenge sounds of interest to you, if you want to get back down to the nuts and bolts of your business, if you want to find the key tips, hints, information, tactics, strategies that you can be using in your business in actionable steps every day, then do definitely click the link at the top of my page and consider joining in. I wouldn't even consider it. I would just do it. It'll be one action every day that you're going to take in the month of Feb. I'll talk more about it when I'm live. I'm going to be live in a bit. And the key thing is that you are going to be able to think about your business as this multi-layered jigsaw of activities, rather than getting really, really focused, overly focused, almost scared sometimes of social media algorithms, likes, views and comments. Your key thing is, when you put out a piece of information, is it moving somebody towards becoming a customer of yours? If you can comfortably say yes, fantastic. If you are only and overly concerned just with what you're doing on social, you're leaving your business to chance. It is a risk just to have marketing through social media. So looking forward to seeing you and you join in the Fearless February challenge. Any questions, let me know in the comments. All right, peace.